Alright, so what you're seeing right now from the video is actually not me talking. Well, okay, yes, I'm talking, but not with the actual video. I recorded first because the audio for me doubled because I was stupid. But that's okay. And as you can see on the screen here, I have this Madman Mo fellow following me. He's this weird guy. Just kidding. We love you. No, we don't. We don't even know you because you
I'm
are some
sorry.
random guy.
I'm sorry. No, I'm not.
Okay.
Okay, so anyway, I am
Alright,
also
so
playing Realm of the Mad God while this is happening.
yes, while we're doing the voiceover, I just reached level 2, and let's see, I just picked up a couple health potions and magic potions. Right now, we are, what you're seeing is Realm of the Mad God, and can you tell us what Realm of the Mad God is?
Me dying right now.
Ha! Ha ha ha, that's a good one.
Yep.
Yeah, you shouldn't die.
Okay, I'm no longer dying.
Good. Alright. So, we just encountered our first Hobbit Mage. That is a boss. I just used Chain Lightning. We're going up against bandits. Let's see, Sprite. No, that's not a Sprite. That's a cube. Yes. The magic cube of death and redness. Now we're going after our first Goblin Mage. Not our huge onslaught of Goblin Mages, which you'll see later. That was horrifying.
Yes, it was. That was.
Alright. With,
I recently went up against a bunch of things in the desert that was almost as bad. Almost.
yeah.
Almost.
Alright, we just killed that. As you can see, it said quest complete. That is what you do here. You get quests without getting assigned the quest. You literally you just see the thing pop up and it says like at the bottom right you see that picture that is for an elf mage. And just killed the elf mage, got got the experience, and here is the huge onslaught of 5 goblins. Five
That
goblin
is very
mages.
uncommon in this game.
Yes, and if you had noticed, if you want to rewind and look back, my health, my HP went down to like a quarter of what it was because of that huge onslaught that I didn't even expect. We were scared. We thought we were going to die from an onslaught of that many goblins at
Not
level
really.
5. Well, I thought I
Yes,
thought I
you
did.
thought.
I had no armor, no rings, because I didn't have any of that in my vault, which you're going to see the vault later in this video, but not right now. Alright, so this is Realm of the Mad God. Any way you could explain this, random man?
This entire game is basically a grinding quest where you grind things to get leveled up, and
But
then you
not that
get
kind of grinding. I remember we
yes,
actually made that joke.
yes. But then
Oh, we just
you
got
get
into the
loot.
forest maze. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Yes, you find random dungeons dropping.
Yep, the dungeon entrances pop out of the enemy's guts, and you climb inside.
Yes, that's
That sounds
basically,
very odd and unnatural.
and yet it's what happens. But to sum up really easily how this works, uh, you are trying to get good loot, so you kill things. You try to start a party so that way you can kill harder to kill things,
And get even
and
better things. Oh,
you
sorry,
point and click to murder. It's
yes.
basically a point and click adventure with
Yes,
movement
you
capabilities.
click it. No, not a point and click adventure, because if it was a point and click adventure, then we would have so many choices that they wouldn't even make sense. We want to get this cat down from the tree. We better scare this driver so he drives forwards, makes the cat, makes him drive into the tree, knocks the cat off of the tree, and makes it go into a
Aw,
bucket or
man.
something.
That reminds
That was
me
a
of
good
something.
video.
That
All right, that was actually Yahtzee. All right, let's get to a good feature of this game. I actually just found a good robe.
Permadeath.
Pretty good robe. Yes, permadeath. If you make a character, which you only start out with wizard, and you have to continuously level up each class to get other classes, then if you die, that character is well, this might sound a little weird, but if you die, you're dead. It sounds weird, doesn't it? No, it's not that weird. It's called life in reality.
Yep.
For example, GTA 5, which is actually to the left of me right now. I die as Franklin. I'm not dead. I'm just coming back at a hospital because money fixes everything.
Yep. And then in this game, if
It
you die,
doesn't. Well, technically, yes, money would fix that because you could buy new gear, which you can do, but you need to spend your money. If you look at the top right, actually, as you can see, I'm giving Random Man a speed sprout, which makes you move faster. I made the joke that I was giving him some weed.
Yep.
Because it does look like a weed of some sort. If
So
you would look at the top right, you would see this coin-looking thing, and then there's a 0 next to it. That is how much coins you have. I had actually bought potions because, I don't know, I was bored and didn't feel like saving any. But, anyways, that is how much coins you have. That is real-life currency that you are putting into this game, which is free to play, if I didn't mention that for some reason.
yeah. And by the way, just to tell you about that, the only thing that you really want to be buying with the real money is chest space, which we'll talk about when that actually comes up, because we did go and look.
Yes, we did look, and then I found out about the magic gift chest, which I didn't even know about.
Yeah, but so on to the controls and stuff and the basic premise of this game. You're basically just moving around, shooting things that move, getting friends to help you shoot things that move, getting the better loot, and then eventually getting ridiculously good loot from very hard bosses. And trust me, yes, and trust me when I tell you right now, some of these bosses you will never be able to one-on-one. You will be murdered even with the top armor and weapons.
Yes, and let's see, I forgot how many classes there are, but there are many classes that you can pick from, once again, after you unlock them from leveling up other classes. Like, for example, to get a Necromancer, you need to level a Priest up to the max level of 20, which isn't fun, because the Priest is a horrible class.
One of the worst, in my opinion, and any others.
And you have to level up the Wizard to level 20. And then you'll get the Necromancer. The Necromancer we don't really need to talk about. We're not really going into class descriptions because I can't remember any of them. Mainly because I haven't unlocked them all.
Basically, just to tell you, if you want to know why the Priest is so bad, because the Necromancer and the Paladin both do his job, but better.
Yes, well, really, it depends. Except for the Paladin. Well, mostly. For the Necromancer, it has a area of effect, an AoE attack, where it drains health from each monster that is around it in a certain radius. And all these factors depend on your equipment. You can see on the right that there is a wand. For the sorcerer, there is a wand, a scepter, rather, armor, and a ring. And because, you know, one ring takes up all of your fingers. And the scepter for this class it does a chain lightning move, and each class has its own individual items, so there is a pretty good factor of awesomeness. That didn't make any sense, but who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's stop trying to explain this and just move on to the part where we try and move on to whatever part is in the video.
Well, right now we're trying to make our way towards the shambling sludge.
Oh, yeah, that's right, and then we get distracted by something.
We got so distracted. I don't even remember what happened off this.
I know, I remember there was basically nothing that we ever kept consistent with. So we were terrible reviewers on the go.
Yeah, but we're still good at this. I mean, we've totally... Actually, we just did pretty much the whole entire job in 8 minutes when it took us 23 minutes of this video, which is the raw, unedited version. Which, come to think of it, I should have edited the video first.
Maybe. Anyway, so, yeah, there are certain points we might talk about, but you might not at all understand because we did do some magic video editing through a dungeon that we went. Because, you know, we had this one dungeon, and it was long and boringly annoying. Sadly, sometimes that's what happens with the dungeons. You gotta sort of just train it out, and it gets kind of boring as time goes on.
Yeah.
But in the whole of things, it's normally kind of fun. But again, you gotta hope that you don't get stuck alone. And I have a boss here.
Awesome. Now now I see this, what are they called? The, Wyverns, I think. Or whatever it is, in the bottom right. And I remember we didn't make our way to that either.
Yes.
Let's see. Let me see. Oh, yep, there's the building of unimportance because there's nothing in there.
Yeah. Okay, there's a gigantic eyeball monster that I'm not gonna mess with. There are many
Yeah.
different types of monsters in this. It's sort of like Castlevania with these monster lists because there are just
Oh,
so
now we
many.
went to the Nexus to explain the hackers
Oh,
and the bots.
jeez.
Basically what
Ye-
you're seeing there, potionsrealm.net. They're like everyone on this. They are advertising their website.
They're
That
just
sells,
bots.
yes, they advertises their website, which sells in-game items for real money.
Yeah, most of it is just most likely a scam.
Yeah,
So
probably.
don't recommend it.
Yes.
When is the part that we go to the chests to show you exactly what the one big thing?
I think we're going there soon. Didn't we go Nexus and then Vault?
Yes.
Alright, then we're almost there. In fact, I'm making my way back. Alright, what you're about to see next is the Vault. It shows, well, your vault. And it's made up of many chests, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, you can count. And each one costs 500 coins, which again is your money. I actually failed to drop that fire wand out of my chest, which I didn't want.
Oh yes, keep in mind that you start out with 50 gold coins.
Yeah,
That's 10 times as
you
much.
start. Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, but it's like the one of the only things that you would ever want to spend money on in this because you can get anything else in this if you actually try, and really the only people that start off with a lot of stuff and they barely even play are normally just people with a lot of money
Yep.
and have nowhere else to spend it.
Yep. All right. Let's
Ouch.
see. Now we are going to be going back, and I actually don't remember the point. Oh, I actually forgot to mention there's no sound for this because the system audio, which would have been picking up the game audio, was also the one where the audio was doubling. So no game audio for this one, but just imagine pew 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 pew, because that's pretty much what it sounds like. Right? Doesn't it sound like pew pew for the weapons when they're firing?
Pretty much.
Yep. Alright. So now we're just... I don't even know what we're doing. We're just being idiots. We do that a lot. Oh, I remember. I was showing off the pets. Yes, I remember that.
Oh
We
yeah.
actually never got into description. There's what he has by his side is a fearless, brave, courageous ant. Not kidding. It's an ant.
That's basically how this entire game works with pets.
Yes. There's humanoids. There are a lot of pets actually. I looked into it. There's a lot of pets. Right here I'm
Yep.
fighting a scorpion queen, which is a great way of leveling when you first start off your character. I actually had tried to teleport to somebody who a second later, like the second that I had clicked teleport, they had went to the Nexus, so that worked out well. I decided to teleport to this random level 20 guy, who is a ninja, and I'm now taking out these undead hobbit mage. These undead hobbits. Oh my god, I got confused there. Confusion. Does it just reverse the controls, or does it make it random?
I think it makes it random.
That's what I was thinking. Anyways, right here I'm taking out a sumo warrior. Yeah, it's awesome, isn't it? Oh, I'm sorry, it's sumo master. But I think it's time to cut this for just a second, and then we'll show what happens when we try and go into a dungeon. And
Yep.
that was fun. All right, I'll see you in just a couple seconds. So, magic of awesome. So, what you're going to see soon is the forest, the Forbidden Jungle, which is a dungeon that we hadn't entered in the recording, and now we are. So, here we go. And it's not how much of it was, because the Forbidden Jungle is very big, but it is a little portion of it, which we're going to show.
Yep.
Let's see. We are at the part where I don't even know. Oh, we just started killing this the fire. We are
Oh,
shooting
yeah.
fire. We're about to. I think aren't we about to get hallucinations?
Yes, that's right. I
Yes,
remember
love
that. This is one of the most messed up
And
to
awesome.
yes, one of the most messed
There,
up and
hallucinating.
awesome.
I am a flaming skull. Everything else is every single mob in the game.
Yep. That's basically what the hallucination is, and it can turn out very trippy and weird, and it's never the same for any
It
other
never
person.
is the same. That's what I like. I don't even.
Yep.
I never actually knew what creature actually caused it. I never found that out.
It's one of those monster guys. I don't know how to explain it, and
Neither do I. I think we're getting somewhat close to it. So
yeah.
as you can see, I got hallucinated again. What does quiet do again? Does that removes your magic, right?
Yeah, that prevents you from using the spacebar, which is your only other attack besides holding down the click button, the left click or whichever button you might use the attack button to,
Yep.
is to press the space button. Or whatever button you've changed that to if you don't want to use the space button because you're too good for it.
Yeah, I remember. This is the part. Where are we? Oh, I know. You're talking about going up, and I'm just going left, and I'm like, come on.
Oh, yeah.
That was a good part. We're getting close to the god. Which
Yes,
is
everything is a
boss.
god for
Everything
some
is
reason.
pretty much a god, except for that little snake over there. However,
Yeah.
Medusa, yeah, she's a god.
Yeah, oh, never. Just a
I
word of
remember I was
advice.
so depressed when my necromancer died from Medusa because you wanted
Yeah.
me to move over to another safe location.
Yeah, I understand. Listen, I'm going to tell everyone right now, do not, under any circumstances, try to 1v1 the snake pit. It's like, here's the two jungles that I find to be the easiest things that you can one-on-one that
Actually,
you
Actually,
die
the
from.
funny part about this, I think it may or may not have been true, but I think that was the part. This is around the part when we were explaining Snake Pit, maybe.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what, let me just redo what I said. Alright, so imagine this. A regular dungeon, full of vents. Imagine that. Now, imagine a snake pit. Yes, that's right. Now imagine endless amounts of snakes coming from the vents, wanting to murder you as you traverse through the dungeon. That is Snake Pit. Oh,
Yeah,
looks
basically.
like- oh,
and don't
we
forget
just-
a Medusa.
Yep, Medusa's horrible. We just started fighting the masks. I can't say that word. Masked God. I remember you were like.
Yes, yes.
That was funny.
I'm just the second that
You started.
you end up
dying.
seeing these totems start to squirt out these orange parts. Just think of me saying,
Batman.
that's gonna be my new thing whenever I get scared.
All right. That's using your noggin. All right.
My noggin is not used by me. It's used by rainbows. I don't know.
No. I remember that part. I just hid behind a tree, went unscathed. That was awesome. That was the greatest moment of my life. When you went run. How would you spell that? RUNANANANANAN. Oh, here's the part where he came out of his abode so that we could murder his body. And quest completed. And by the end of this video, I got 11 levels, starting at level 1. The max level is 20. If that wasn't clear when I said level your priest.
And from then on out, you're working to get the free fame, which is like the free money, but it can barely buy anything. And I think I'm in the God world.
Run.
Yep.
Do not go in the God world, people. It's
yes.
white.
The
God world is white, and it is not a place where you want to be.
And then pure black, it's like the pure black and pure white areas are the most nightmarish places that you can go to. They hold all gods, and they will murder you. You need to go in there with like a group, or you need to be like.
All right, let's end this. We got far enough. How would you rate this game?
I would rate it 10 laser swords out of, I don't know, 15.
Okay, 10 out of 15. That is not a rating system. No one uses that rating system.
Okay, let's make this better. I will rate it about 6 out of 10, only because there's no real story or anything.
There is no story. But
there's like nothing but shooting
things. We're mowing the grass. If you feel up to it, make a fanfic of this game in the story.
Yeah, sadly this game.
Send it to me and I will read it to you.
Don't.
I'll read it to the
Don't
world.
say that. Someone is going to do that now, and you're going to feel stupid forever asking someone to do that.
Yes.
But anyway,
Alright, we're at
yeah.
20 minutes. Let's end this. See,
Yeah.
guys, I never gave you the rating. I guess, you know, I have to agree with this random man, and with his rating of 6 out of 10, except mine is 6. Laser Man, mine is 6 star men out of 10 star
But
men.
Also, I just forgot. There's one more thing.
Nope.
Because it's free to play, I'll just say give it a 7 because it's free to play.
Yeah,
It's pretty
you know, I'm
good.
gonna agree with you that it's a very good free to play game.
I mean, if it was paid for, I would say 6 or less.
I would say like 6.8.
Yeah, but luckily that's not it.
Alright, see you guys. Imaginary high five. Da 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 da. Copyright.